one. So savings and invest are more inclined into investing, yes, because investing is more of you're going to create wealth as you invest.
Sure.
But savings for your investments, for your emergency, save money aside.
And what's the easiest way then to start investing in assets?
For me personally, the easiest way it will be buying shares is easy nowadays, man. We have so many platforms where you can buy shares. And I'm into shares. I'm into property as well. Property for me is the ultimate goal. But it takes time investing in property compared to shares. Shares, I can open an account today, the following day pay money into my share account.
But you won't have cash flow from tomorrow.
You won't.
Yeah.
You won't. So it's money that you put aside for investing for long term.
So is the goal cash flow or is the goal capital gains?
Both. And it depends with your strategy. For me at the moment, when I check my properties, I'm mainly looking at the cash flow at the moment. But I know that capital gain, it's happening in the background as well. But my main focus is cash flow.
Why is cash flow important and why is it the focus?
It's cash flow will actually enable you to do other things as well. You'll be able to reinvest the money as well, buy more properties. As you buy a property, there are fees that you have to pay. The property portfolio as well needs maintenance. It's money, and you have to pay yourself as well from that particular investment. It's cash flow as well.
What can schools, parents, and even employers practically do to change our financial future?
I believe we need a curriculum, especially from as early as primary, to teach about the savings culture, the investments, because basically we don't have that.
Savings
in the high
and
schools.
Investment culture in the high schools.
We don't, unless now I'm not. It's been a long time since I finished my high school. But
What year was it?
2002, man.
That's a long time.
It's quite a long time.
23 years ago.
No, it's quite a long time. But as far as I know, there isn't a curriculum where they actually teach investment and savings, because this thing, it goes hand in hand with working, with adulting. You need that from as early as possible. Yeah.
But since you've worked with complex financial products and systems,
Yeah.
do you think the average person is excluded from real financial opportunities?
No one is excluding anyone. That's a bottom line. It's a leg.
There are no gatekeepers?
No, information is really available on the internet with you. At any time, the internet, you can go to internet now and search, how can I invest? You'll get information. It's more of people having the leg of doing these things, because it's easy to investment nowadays.
Sure.
It's quite easy.
Yeah. So guys, remember this conversation is brought to you by adprop.co.za. Adprop is one of South Africa's leading listing platforms when it comes to property, when it comes to listing your property for rental or for sale. It is also leading when it comes to providing property management tools and also providing maintenance tools, and you having access to service providers within the property space that are going to help you maintain your property, paint it, have electricians on board, so on and so forth. Go out to adprop.co.za for you to get more information. Remember to list, and sign up on their platforms. So how do we close the gap between formal finance and ordinary South Africans? There are formal structures in the finance world. And not many ordinary South Africans understand what those formal structures are and what they can use them for to their benefit. How do we close that gap?
I think it's actually on our shoulders as the ones that are hooked at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's go back and plant the seed to our people. You know, those are the ones that basically I believe they lack information. They lack the willingness, and actually being someone that an example, as you go to them, they can see and they can realize that, you know what, this person is doing well because of 1, 2, 3. There's a track record. Go in there.
But if they say
and provide guidance.
you sold out to white monopoly capital,
I mean, man, that's they always say that. No, that's that part and parcel of being up there with the elite. You know, you'll be criticized. You'll definitely be criticized, man. They'll tell you that, man, you sold out this and this and this. You know, but it's our responsibility to go back and put the seat back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your vision for financial literacy in South Africa?
You know, at the moment, I've started a new venture where I actually assist in repairing the credit score. You know, that's part and parcel of me assisting. You know, because I've realized that as I'm into property, there are guys who want to go in property as well. They come to me asking for advice, but you find that that actual person has a bad credit score. So you know what? I realized that there's a market where I can tap in as well and try to assist in this regard. Yeah.
What type of economic leadership do we need to drive savings,
Yeah.
ownership, and long-term wealth?
You know, leadership, I'm not sure leadership what you're talking. Are you talking about political leadership? Or you're talking about-
No. Political leadership plays no role here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about economic leadership.
Yeah.
So say, for instance, you've spoken about your new venture.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the direction in terms of leadership that we need? Or maybe perhaps do you think it's all in the hands of politics? Or do you think people have it within themselves to do it?
You know, honestly,
Should we lead ourselves, or are we waiting to be led?
you know, according to my research, according to my understanding, people need to be led. You know, for us, like I said, for us who are awoke, let's go back and give back, because you know you have a kid, Kosio, who doesn't know anything about easy equity, who doesn't know anything about unit trust, who doesn't know anything about investing. All he knows is that I have money, I have to spend it. You know, that's where we come in, and we must go and make it our responsibility to go there and provide guidance.
If you had a chance,
Yeah.
right, to advise, let's say, on national policy,
Yeah.
on financial education, where would you start?
I'll start with education, man, within the grassroots